I'm Camila Banus. I play Gabby on Days of Our Lives, and I'm gonna walk you through a day in my life. Come check it out. Let's go. Okay, this is a quick morning routine. Here we go. Contacts, hair blown dried, cleanser, and moisturizer, and serum. Here we go. Oh, wash my hands first. I've been wearing contacts since I was 10 years old, so putting them on is a breeze. That's done. Let's do some cleanser. Then I put on first a little bit of serum. And I'm using this cool skincare company I've never used before called Fret, F-R-E, and it's made for women that are active and sweat during the day. So I decided to give it a try. And even though I'm going indoors, I'm still gonna put on sunscreen because I will be exposed when I drive. It's just good to protect your face. Gonna grab this nifty tool and just blow dry my hair a little bit because, especially now with COVID, we are not allowed to have blow dryers in the building. So it's a before work thing. All right. So this is just kind of a rough dry, and then once I get to the studio, I will style. It's kind of a gloomy day today, but we are gonna make it great, right? Here we go. So every day we have to fill out a questionnaire on our phone to make sure that we haven't developed a cough, and if we have to record it. There you go, construction. So on the way in, I am filling out my questionnaire. Then once I submit my answers, I get a QR code, and that helps me get scanned in. Good morning. I just got scanned. Appreciate it. Have a good day. This is my wristband for today.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And may I have your name, please?
Camila Banus.
Perfect. And your birthday?
July 22nd, 1990. Any fans out there want to gift me anything for my birthday? July 22nd, 1990. You heard it. Appreciate it. Easy. Thank you. Thank you so much. So funny to get tested right here because while we're getting tested, we have Marlena and Renee. Oh, these are great. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. So we get tested, and immediately after we get tested, we're supposed to walk straight into our dressing room just because we need to get cleared before we can have any sort of interaction with other people. So let's do it. What? And I get some fan mail. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna be opening that up later. All right, don't look at the mess, but this is it. This is it for the next 2 hours. Taking you inside Camila's dressing room. So usually as soon as I get in my room, first thing I do is wash my hands. We just touched a lot of stuff. There it is. All right. On the way in, even though you guys saw our amazing cleaning crew as I walked in, that was wiping down the doors, the knobs, the handles, everything. So They do a really good job. And it's really awesome and super convenient to have a sink in your dressing room. Then we don't have to leave or to have water. Next thing I'm gonna do is, since you saw earlier at home, I didn't have breakfast. Usually I don't have breakfast right as I wake up, or even the first hour. I kind of fast for the first hour. And then once I get to work, after I've checked in and settled for a bit, wash my hands, I'm going to start breakfast. I'm going to start breakfast. I don't even know what I said before, but I'm going to start breakfast. I have a mini fridge here that I keep a few things inside. Right now I have some guac. I have a little cheese and salami goodness. And then I have my Woman's Ultra Flora. It's just good for your gut, my prebiotic. Anyway, I love this thing. I also had my yogurt in there. So I think for breakfast, I'm going to have my yogurt first. If that doesn't fill me up, I'm also going to do a Belgian waffle. And then I think I'm going to have some OJ, and this is possibly for later in case I'm a little tired because it's been a week. But we're here. Oh, I randomly also have a bagel here. This was a whole bag of mini bagels, and I had some cream cheese. So I switch it up. I have bagels and cream cheese. Let me show you my snack center. I've got some Gatorade, some ginger ale. This is basically a convenience store here. Ho-hos, some cheese crackers. I've got some cereal that, well, there's almost none left. Got some raisins. Hey, there's a lot of those left. That shows you how much I eat those. Some Robin eggs. I've got some Ziploc bags and some plates in case I need them. Some croissants. Some spoons. Ooh, some candy. Some pretzels that have been pre-bagged already, I think. Yeah. And then some cookies. My favorite trail mix from Target. If you know, you know. This one is amazing. It has peanut butter chips in it. It has chocolate candies, raisins, chocolate chips, and peanuts. Oh my gosh, so good. And then I have a little variety pack of corn nuts. I'm obsessed with corn nuts. I don't know what my problem is, but the crunchier, the bigger, the better. That's me. Cheez-Its, some chips, and a whole bag of chips too. I'm the snack lady. All right, I'm gonna have breakfast. Also, another little tidbit is I watch TV while I eat breakfast on my phone.
About to record item 19.
Friends is on.
I mean, the soap opera's a great gig, but am I missing opportunities?
Oh my gosh!
I thought of myself as a serious actor.
You're talking about
Should I be trying to do more independent?
when Joey was
I don't know.
auditioning for soap operas. Oh, this is great.
You know what? I'm gonna put you on by there.
What a small world. There. I think this is the best angle to show you guys the process of my makeup. Where's my makeup? I did bring it in. So hot. Sometimes bring it in. Oh, did they just give me hair? Might not give me anything else. 1 second. Oh. It's right in front of me. I couldn't see it right in front of me. Basically, I'm going to start my makeup. This is Camila Gabby. In here, I have everything I need to get my face on. They've also given us these very nifty, super nice mirrors that light up. If it would light up. Is it connected? Oh, it's not connected. Alright, that helps a lot. This is my hair bag. This is the Camila or Gabby Camila bag. And then this is the iron I'm going to use today. I'm going to use it after my makeup. But before, I'm going to grab a clip in here, try to get this hair out of my face. But basically in here we have a hairbrush, hairspray, comb, hand sanitizer, some bobby pins, some clips that I need just to do my hair, and some pomade and cream to smooth things down. Okay, cool. So, my makeup actually doesn't really take that long. I kind of have it down to a science. So, all I'm going to do to my face right now The camera just had an incident. Sorry. That's so funny. You guys can see me. Okay, cool. How funny that was. Oh my god, I hope you guys use that. That probably is hilarious. So, what I was going to say is the only thing I'm going to put on my face is a primer. And this primer is a Jane Iredale. It's called Smooth Affair. I'm just going to go and do a light layer of it everywhere, even on my eyelid. And the next thing I'm going to go straight to is what I would call foundation, but it's actually not foundation. I actually talked about this on my Instagram. And I'm actually going to do a highlight on these because I love them. I love what they do. I haven't worn foundation, even on the show, for almost 6 years now, maybe even longer. These are CC creams. They have hyaluronic acid and they're tinted moisturizers. I have two colors that I use because one of them has a little bit of a warmer tone to it. One of them has a little bit of a fairer tone. And it just depends on how much sun I'm getting, matching with my body. So today I'm going to be using a little bit of both. So what happens with this CC cream, since it's not foundation, it has great coverage, it's hourglass, and I love the coverage it has, but this is something that I'm gonna layer on, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do this. So I'm gonna do a very thin layer of the golden tan, which is the lighter color. And I usually start with the under eye. I do 2 sweeps under each eye, do a little bit on the lid. And then I do have a lot of scars on my face. I was a really rambunctious child. I would run around a lot and hit my face. Sometimes I'd even run into my dad's cigarettes or cigars. So I have some burns on my face. This right here is actually a dog bite from a pit bull that I was playing with and got too close. So now that I've done that thin layer, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this cute little contraption right here. This is a beauty blender holder. They recently came out with them. I think they're so cute because it keeps it clean and it has these little holes in it which helps you dry these. Oh, this one's already moist, so you can tell it's just been washed. I was just gonna go and put some water into it because you need, this is like so important. People use these beauty blenders sometimes and they do not wet them. Please, please, please wet your beauty blender. Make sure that it expands like a sponge. With the last little bit, I'm gonna go in with this beauty blender and not do the whole part, just like the top part of it here. And then I'm gonna actually do the same thing I did with my brush, layer it around with my beauty blender. Takes out all those brush marks that you don't want. Well, no one wants. And now that I did under each eye, I'm gonna start in the center of my face because I like to go like light in the center and warmer towards the outside. Now I'm gonna hit up the darker color finally. And I'm gonna do that towards the outside of my face. This may seem like a lot of blending, but I'm going to tell you this. The more blending, the better your makeup's going to look.
And coming back to item 22 in Johnny, and come on up. 3 scenes to Rob, 2 scenes to Drake and Deidre.
We're going to have to mute that part. During the day, we get 2 10-minute breaks. So we just had our first 10-minute break of the day. And of course that does not include me because I have not been cleared yet from my COVID test. So I'm still stuck in here. It's pretty much been almost 30 to 45 minutes. But I'm going to be in here another, I would say, hour and 15, hour and 20 until I get that phone call that I have been cleared. Okay, so I just finished my foundation. Now I'm going to do concealer. This is a NARS concealer stick. And it is the color Macadamia, medium 1.5. All I do is, you're gonna see, I'm gonna paint my face with this little wand. I just do, just kind of like a swipe under each eye, a line in the middle of my nose, going up into my forehead, a little bit on top, and then I do a little bit on my chin here, and if I have any blemishes, I have one right here that I'd like to cover, I go in and kind of just like spot treat those. So now we're back to our beauty blender, and I'm gonna blend some more. It's a never blending process. It really is. Just kidding, it's a never ending blending process. Alright, so I've done my concealer. My next step is to powder. And you don't want to take long to powder right after you've done foundation, CC cream, whatever you're going to do for your face, tinted moisturizer, and concealer, because what happens is your skin starts creasing when you're talking and moving and smiling and laughing, and you don't want the product, especially if it's cream, to settle in any lines or make any creases. This is a powder called Kojendo. This is a Japanese powder that is also mixed with a translucent powder in here. So it's not just Kojendo. It looks like this, and what I do is I shake it up so that some of the powder comes to the top of layer of this, and I dab my same beauty blender that I've been using. I dab it into the top part, and then I even shake some of the excess off here. And then I'm going to do exactly what I've been doing with my blending, but with the powder. So I start with the side, and then whatever's left, I'm going to go slowly dabbing the rest of my face using the excess on the top of the lid, and I'm just dabbing the powder. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's caking, but it's just layering the powder, because I don't do a lot of powder, so it's definitely not caking. Once that's done, that's pretty much the end of my beauty blender there. Sometimes I use it if I did too much blush, but we'll put it back into its case. The next part is bronzer. It's this beautiful Tarte bronzer that I'm going to show you right here. It's called Park Avenue Princess by Tarte, and that's the color. And a lot of times I actually use this for my eyes as well, and today I am matching an outfit that actually requires me to match with this bronzer on my eyes, so I will be showing you guys how I do that. And then this is a fan brush, and as you saw, I put it on the inside of my cheek here, and then I also did some of my temples, and then also right underneath here, underneath my chin, to give it definition. So my blush is two blushes. It is a matte Pinch Me. It's kind of a deep tone, so I don't do too much. Okay, and I'm just going a little bit on the apples of my cheeks, even if I have to do a little bit of a smile, just to get it in there. And then just to punch the color on the blush, I'm going to do a sweep of NARS Orgasm, which is a staple in so many people's makeup kit. I just do a little bit on top of the Pinch Me that I did underneath, and I think that that is a nice combo.
We are going straight to tape on items 22 and 23. Rob,
What?
6 scenes, 3 quick scenes to you.
Did you hear that?
2 scenes to Drake and Deidre.
Someone is going straight to tape, which is bananas. Kudos to them, because that is tough to do. Alright, next, my eyebrows. It's a Tarte brow powder in the rich brown tone, and it's the Amazonian Clay Volumizing Brow Powder in rich brown. Cool. By Tarte. And a lot of the products I use, I like to diffuse or shake off, because I don't want too much product to just go on there and be like super harsh, because then you're gonna have to blend a lot. I'm gonna just fill in some areas on my brows, and then over here just a little bit. I add a little bit in the corner here, and then come in with the spoolie and kind of diffuse everything you just did. So I'm gonna brush it out, and now I set my eyebrows with this beautiful little magic thing right here. The label is worn off because I've used it so much. This is a brow gel. It's amazing because it's unlike any brow gel out there. This wand, and particularly this mechanism right here, it removes so much of the brow gel that you stay with a very thin layer on the spoolie, and that's all you need, because sometimes you put too much and it looks like gel and crunchy, and it's not cute. It's not cute. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my eyes. I'm just going to do some bronzer on the lid of my eye, the whole lid. So I did a sweep on this lid, but it's just to give it a warmth. It's not really too much.
Drake,
Now,
go ahead and come on up. Stand by the stage manager's desk. Deidre and Drake to the stage manager's desk, please.
now we're going to use this MAC palette right here. This MAC palette is called Burgundy x 9. I'm going to be using this copper right here, and a little bit of this champagne. I'm going to take the copper, do a little bit of that, dab it on the top, make sure I take some of it out. And then only on these corners here, kind of like making a V, like this. I'll do it there. See how it's just in that corner there? Okay, so once it's there, I'm going to take this diffusing brush. It's called a tapered blending. So, more blending. And I'm going to go in and blend. And then I would blend in towards the corner, inside corner of your eye, not outward. Okay. And now, I'm gonna get the other eye. Okay, come on. Now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna just clean off my brush that I was using, the copper, and then see how it's pretty clean. I'm gonna come in now, just the tiniest bit of this champagne. Maybe I'm gonna take some of it off, and just do one sweep on the inside line here.
Drake to Studio 4, John and
There,
Marlena's townhouse.
that's it.
Drake to Studio 4, John and Marlena's townhouse.
It's the tiniest little bit, not too much. I'm not trying to go high on it. I'm just trying to do a very consistent line. And that's it. That's it on eyeshadow for this look. This is a look that is matched to a black dress that I'll be wearing. So it's kind of like a neutral brown. So the next process is something that I pretty much do every day. And it might seem tedious, but I love liquid liner. I don't enjoy using pencil liners because to me they're not easy to work with. They're not as crisp. Liquid liners is just so crisp. You can do so much. So I love liquid liners. I know that they're kind of a pain in the butt to work with, but alright, so this one is a Stila. This is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. And it is amazing.
Item 24, 1 scene standby to Rob, 3 scene standby to Victoria.
It has that little, you can hear it has a little ball inside, so you're shaking up the product and making it move towards the front of the applicator, which is very thin. All I'm going to do is I'm going to basically make a thin triangle. So I'm going to start here on this corner, outside corner. Just kind of lay the pencil into a little triangle and slide it across. This is the bones to my liner. I'm going to finish this line, bring it all the way in. Right. I've got my eyeliner on one eye. Now, the tricky part of this is matching the other one. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And again, less is more. Sometimes the top tip of this will get dry, so what I do is I'll make little lines onto the palette that I had just to kind of moisten the tip of it. Alright, I am as good as it's gonna get for matching. I feel pretty good about that. My last two things I do before I finish my portion of the makeup down here is curl and mascara. And just do a light curl here. And this is obviously before mascara. You never want to put mascara on and then curl. No good. Today I'm using, well I've been using for the last couple weeks, is the Tarte Man-Eater. It's a thick wand. Here you go, I'll show you guys. It doesn't have long bristles, it has like short ones, and it's what I would say more of like silicone wand, silicone-y, but it's great. It works well. I also like to use a spoolie at the same time. I'm going to take one out of my box now just because it's getting to the end of its life. It's getting a little chunky. So when I use it, I want to make sure that if it gets clumpy, I can go in with a spoolie and separate my eyelashes. So I got a nice little spoolie pack here. So this is what they look like. What I'm going to do is, you see all this chunk down here and all up there. I'm just going to go kind of brush it out. And then I see some creases happening underneath where my concealer is. So I'm going to take a small powder brush and I'm going to take some of my Kojendo powder. Just going to do a sweep underneath. And that's it. That's my makeup routine. What I do now is put away my makeup. I set my box back up in an organized manner so that Karen, when she gets it, she can disinfect everything. And then move on to here. Hey guys, so this next part is my hair. I did leave my GoPro on top of my mini fridge and there was a hum, so I will be doing a voiceover. I'm using a 2-inch barrel today. I start off by sectioning off my hair into chunks. Make sure to keep it really organized because I don't want to leave any pieces out. And I like to curl outwards and also inwards into the next strand so they do not clump together. After I curl, I use my fingers to roll up my hair into a pin curl. And I pin it up with a duck bill clip. And you can pretty much find these anywhere. I continue this process of rolling them up with my fingers and curling them with my curler until I get my entire head rolled up in pin curls. The reason why I pin my curls up is because I'm letting them set. I'm letting them cool while they're in this pinned position, and when I bring them down, they're going to be set in a really nice way. And now I get to do my other half. So once they're all pinned up, you're gonna slowly remove the pins, bring them down, and I like to separate the curls with my fingers, and then I run a wide brush through the curls, not brushing them out too much because I don't want to get rid of the curl, but just enough to soften the look. And I'm ready for the day. Hello? Hey, I'm up there, thank you. I'm up here! Alright, now I'm gonna go up to, hear me? Let's go. And the COVID. This is how we pick up lunch. Hi. Pick up some lunch. Thank you. I'll have a Sprite, please.
Word has it on the original. Word has it, Raven, that on the original Drake, that Sandy Graham from Toronto has watched the show forever.
I do not want this. Okay, I'm deleting it.
Tabletop too sharp, right?
Morning.
Morning, sunshines.
Clear.
Happy day.
Class left.
What? What are you not? Proof glass.
Fading up and accent.
time.
And then
Don't
can
be
you
like
stay on the same mark?
All right, y'all. Thank you.
Hi guys.
Camilla, did you need
Hold on.
Yes.
See ya. Have a good one, everybody.
Good, friend. Bye.
Out of here.
Setting up for rehearsal?
See you Friday.
All right, guys, I had a pretty easy day today, so now it's time for me to head on home. Bye. Hope you enjoyed it.